Hey, it's me again. Listen, I recently had someone who told me they were starving when they're doing intermittent fasting. So I wanted to show them and anyone else interested what I would recommend if your stomach is growling or you're severely hungry doing this intermittent fasting, okay? Well, number one, we want to cut things back. You're going too fast. So if you're at a 2 meal per day meal pattern, go back to a 3 meal per day. You have not graduated yet. You want to do this so gradual that your body starts getting used to it, okay? So just add a meal. All right, next one. You want to increase more fat with the meal. Fat is really the key to allow you to go longer, okay? So you might need to increase the fat. And also make sure you're doing enough protein. Some people cannot get by with 3 ounces. They need to do 6 ounces. Some people need to do 7 ounces per meal. So just realize that that could be a factor, but again, you don't want to go too much. Protein actually will stabilize your blood sugars, and also it's very important in the recovery process of building all your proteins. But just kind of look at both of these. We don't want to do excessive proteins. We really want a moderate amount, which is about 3 to 6 ounces per meal, sometimes a little bit more. All right, number 3, this is the most important, reduce carbohydrates. If your carbs are too high, you will never ever get into ketosis. In fact, the way you get into ketosis and adapt to ketosis, fat burning, is by keeping the carbs low, okay? So these people that are doing kind of whatever they want to eat with intermittent fasting, a lot of those guys have a lot of problems, especially fully adapting to fat burning. Okay, so here you are, burning sugar, okay? We want to go to fat burning. You have to build enzymes. So if there's too much sugar in the bloodstream right here, too much carbohydrate, then the body will never fully adapt to fat burning and you won't be in ketosis. And you're going to be suffering as you're doing this because trying to do a intermittent fasting program when your body's not adapted, you're not going to be able to tap into your own fat reserve. So you're constantly going high, low sugar, and then high when you eat, and then low sugar, and it's torturous to the brain. You're going to be irritable, grouchy, weak, tired. All right, number 4, increase the amount of vegetables in the diet. Okay, you need 7 to 10 cups. Why? So you get the potassium and the magnesium. Without those 2 minerals, it's going to be really, really hard for your body to fully adapt into the state of ketosis where you're actually burning fat consistently. Okay, and those nutrients are also necessary to improve insulin resistance. So on the days that I don't consume enough vegetables, I can actually feel my blood sugars not doing quite right. Okay, number 5, apple cider vinegar. This will help from 2 angles. One is to help you get more digestion with the protein, fix the stomach, and secondly, it actually will greatly improve your insulin situation and your blood sugars. So this alone will allow you to go longer without eating. It's a real simple thing. I'm surprised that more people don't do it. Okay, number 6, if you're having to snack, and you absolutely have to snack, do it with fat. Okay, do it with fat. Don't do it with a carb. I would not do it with protein. Do it with fat. Fat has the least response to insulin. So recently I flew across the country and I didn't have breakfast, and so we flew about 4.5-hour flight, and pretty much both my wife and I ate nothing all day long until 4 o'clock. You would think we'd be starving. We were not starving. We weren't even that hungry, just a little bit hungry. We did eat at that point, and we are both at 2 meals per day. But the point is that if you're traveling, and you travel a lot, and you're wondering, well, how am I going to do this? And how am I going to get food? It is the most awesome thing because you're not going to have to eat so frequent. You can go and travel and not have and do your intermittent fasting and feel totally fine. Where all these other people are needing the snacks and they're tired and falling asleep, when you're just going for hours and hours and you're totally fine. But you have to be able to adapt to that, and it takes a little bit of work and knowledge. Okay, and also it takes about 3 days to get about 50% of your body into ketosis. Okay, you're not fully 100% adapted, but you're on your way. And then you give it another day and it goes to maybe 70% adapted, another day and 80% adapted, till eventually probably a week you're going to be 100% adapted to fat burning. Now some people are going to take longer, some people a little shorter. It really depends on how bad your blood sugars have been and how bad you had insulin resistance. But the point is that give it time And in the transition, do all these things that I'm talking about so you don't have to suffer. You don't have to go through any type of feelings of starvation. All right, thanks for watching. Hey, before you go, definitely sign up for my free keto course. I put a link down below. It's on Messenger and Facebook, but it will give you all the basics. It's very quick. It's like 3 or 4 videos, and it's free. Check it out.